Hi, Ducky.
Hi. Of course.
It's not Hawkeye.
No, it's not Hawkeye. He's smacking his lips and not hurting. But I tell you what, this duck is way heavier than last time I've heard a duck.
Now it's time to clean out one of our brooders. You can check out how we put this whole thing together and how it's been working for us with both ducks and chicks in some videos. I'll put a little card up here. But we're gonna scoop this out. Again, if you haven't seen the other video, we have vinyl flooring underneath this, and it's just 4 plywood sides. It should come up very nice and easy. But we're gonna use the old shavings bags where the new shavings came in to put them in so we can get them out of the house. Well, we finally have all the birds out of the house, and that is an awesome thing. From here, it's just a matter of taking these staples out. That's the whole thing folded up, ready to go. We'll store that somewhere in another building. We underestimated the amount of dust that these birds would create, and so there's a lot of dust down here from them kicking up the shavings and their little downy feathers that are coming up. So there's a lot of dust down here, but that's going to be for another day. Today's supposed to be a real nice day, so we're going to go out and do some stuff outside. But we wanted to get the source of the smell out of here, and then tomorrow, when it's supposed to rain, we'll come down here and we'll do some cleaning. But we're pretty much wrapped up with what we need to do out of here. Just got to haul it out, and then we'll put some of this stuff on our garden. So what we have here is we ended up, like a lot of folks do, we have more seed starts than we probably have space to put them. So we just took a little spot over here right across from the house that we're going to use as an additional garden, for lack of a better term. But we're not going to till it. We're going to try kind of a combination back to Eden and whatever we have available. So what we have are old rotten round bales. So that's what most of this stuff is. There's a couple places where I had put down some wood chips and some straw bale, hay bale, just to kind of see what would happen underneath, as a test to see how thick or how much. So there's some of that I've relocated over here, and a lot of it's got some good soil in it. But right now, we're going to take this and basically knock down these big piles, and in between those piles, we're going to put some of those shavings that we got from our brooder pens and bring those over here and sprinkle them around too. So we should have a nice layer of chicken and duck fertilized shavings and some old rotten straw, and then on top of that we'll put our garden soil that is being delivered by the truckload next week. So we'll put that on top and then ultimately cover the whole thing with either some straw or some wood shavings. Not real sure yet, but we'll see how it goes.
We got Swiss Chards, Rainbow, and Fordham. Then we've got more types of tomatoes that I can remember right now. We've got Marjoram, Thyme. There you go, visual. Then we've got some basil over here. Oregano over here. Tiny little baby oreganos. Then cucumbers, cabbage, zucchini, kale, bok choy, cauliflower. Although I might have the cauliflower and the kale mixed up. And all this is broccoli. Then we've got onions and leeks. And then the lettuce that's not so happy. 3 types of lettuce. I'm not sure what is what anymore. I started noticing some of them getting a little leggy being inside. So the aluminum foil is designed to reflect the light, so they're getting more light and sunshine, and hopefully not getting quite as leggy.
So a little bit of aluminum foil, a little bit of garden soil, and of course the seeds themselves have some cost, but pretty minimal setup. Pretty minimal cost to set up.
That's right.
It's not minimal because it's going to take some space to...
Found it, found it. No, I found it first.
Hey.
This is the only helmet that fits me.
Well, both of you can't wear the same helmet at the same time. We put the mulch down in between all the beds. There's a layer of cardboard underneath that, mulch on top, and in this bed right here, we've got cardboard at the bottom, then a layer of old rotting hay, and what you see on top are the wood chips that came from the chicken brooders and the duck brooders, so it's full of all of their good fertilizer. This bed, we're only trying the hay. Looks pretty matted up right now. I just put it in there. If I need to go higher with any of these beds, I'll do it. This one right now, I just have a piece of plexiglass sitting over it, but we're gonna do the Kugel. I can never remember the actual name of that. We're gonna try the one where we put some, I got a bunch of rotten wood, and we're gonna put some of those stumps and discs and things like that and wood matter down in there with some leaf litter, stuff like that. And then I'm not real sure what we're gonna do with this one. But that so far is our bed layout. Again, cardboard underneath everything, wood chips on top. I got a good supply of those. So among the many logs and trees and things I have down, this is just a small sample of what's going on in our woods. I've cut some of them up and shoved some of them around, but there's plenty more. And check out our other video on forestry management, and you can see some of the challenges we've got and all the trees that are down over here. And these are the ones that are already on the ground in the woods and just sitting here, but I've already got another stock of more hugelkultur. To that, we have a lot of bark left over from here, some small sticks and all kinds of things, along with a bunch of pieces of wood. Some of it I've added up onto here, but some of it was here from the previous owners. Whatever is usable for firewood, I'm going to use it for firewood, but if it's not, then I'm going to toss it into that raised bed.